Here's a formula that means two completely different things. P of x given theta. If you fix theta and let x vary, you're asking about probability. How likely is this data, given a known model? But if you fix x and let theta vary, you're asking about likelihood. How plausible is this model, given the data we already observed? Same formula, completely different meaning. Let's make this concrete. Say you have a coin with probability P equals 0.5 of landing heads. You flip it 10 times. What are the chances of getting 0 heads? 1 head? 5? This bar chart shows you. Each bar is the probability of that specific number of heads. And here's the key property. All these bars add up to exactly 1. That's what makes it a probability distribution. Every possible outcome is accounted for. For instance, the probability of getting exactly 7 heads is about 0.117. Now, let's flip things around. Suppose you don't actually know P. You flip the coin 10 times and you observe 7 heads. That's your data. It's fixed. It happened. So, the question becomes, which value of P could have produced this? If P were 0.3, you'd compute the formula and get a pretty small number, 0.009. If P were 0.5, it's a bit higher, 0.17. But if P equals 0.7, that gives the highest value, 0.267. So 0.7 looks like the best candidate. Instead of checking just a handful of values, let's plot this for every possible P between 0 and 1. This is the likelihood function. For each value of P on the horizontal axis, the height tells you how plausible that P is, given that we saw 7 heads out of 10. Notice the peak sits right at P equals 0.7. But here's the crucial thing. If you compute the area under this curve, it does not equal 1. The likelihood function is not a probability distribution. It doesn't tell you the probability that P has a certain value. It tells you how well each value of P explains the data. So, if the likelihood tells us how plausible each parameter value is, the natural thing to do is pick the one at the top. That's the maximum likelihood estimate. For our coin, L of P equals the binomial coefficient times P to the 7 times 1 minus P to the 3. Now watch as we slide P from left to right, the likelihood rises, peaks at 0.7 and falls back down. The maximum likelihood estimate is P hat equals 7 over 10, which is 0.7. So let's put these side by side one last time. On the left, probability. We fix P at 0.5 and look at all possible outcomes. The bars sum to 1. On the right, likelihood. We fix the data at 7 heads and look at all possible values of P. The curve does not integrate to 1. Same formula underneath both. P of x given theta. The only difference is which variable you hold still and which one you move. And that's basically it. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment if you have any questions. See you in the next one. Bye bye.